Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Thursday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios inside the bunker, an undisclosed location, beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network. And cross-continent to the Michael J. Fox studios, it's Scotty of Sirius XM Liquid Metal as Simon, last second Nemec. Simon says hat trick, Devils win 4-3 in overtime in Chicago, beating the Blackhawks.
Is your microphone on there, Sam Woo? I don't think it is.
It's not on?
I don't know.
I've been having problems with this mic. No,
Oh,
seriously.
okay.
No, it's
Okay.
because people were complaining last podcast.
That sounds like it's your internal microphone there and not your external microphone. But I know a renowned studio hockey podcast producer like Sam Woo would not make a rookie mistake like that, would he? Would he?
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you screwing with me? Because people have been complaining about my mic.
No, yeah, it sounds like it's on your internal mic. Well, let Sam Woo try to figure out what's going on there with his laptop as we talk about this big victory. Because, I know Sam's going to have some things to say about a certain number 17 on this team.
No, are you screwing with me? I nothing changed over the last, hundreds of podcasts.
Something did. We've perplexed Sam Woo.
Such a
He doesn't believe anybody.
Such a buzz.
It all sounds the same, I tell you. Well, while Sam figures out what's going on with his microphone, let's do a nice little highlight section here for this game. Number 17 on the road. Devils starting their big-time road trip out there in Chicago, home of our good friend Vinny Parisi, who we always love to hear from on Game Day Live. And, he actually does cover the Blackhawks as well. So good on you, Sir Vinny. Hey, it's our cousin Vinny out there. But Blackhawks, hey, look out. They're a team on the rise. Not there yet, but are they dangerous? And they're going to make a little noise. But they still got some experience to gain and everything like that. I think you could see by watching this game. The talent is there. The talent is there. Don't got it all together just yet. Give them another year or two and look out. But yeah, Blackhawks team on the rise right there. Connor Bedard has been lighting up along with Celebrini in the league. Leaders. What was he now? Was he third? No, I can't. I think it was Celebrini was first. I gotta look. I don't remember off the top of my head, but they're up there, battling for the top spot. I'm sure if Max is in the YouTube chat. By the way, hello to everyone on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and X. Late night, real time Devils After Dark. If you're on the East Coast. 9:30 for me. Not too big of a deal. Well, yeah. Connor Bedard lighting it up. Not taking him long to get into his, elite superstar status. Sheldon Keefe thought it'd be a good idea to change up the line combination. I was a little surprised by that, but you got Jumpin' Jack Flash with Dawson Mercer and Grits. You got Timo, Nico, and Jesper Bratt. Palat. The kids call me Mr. Glass. Cody Glass. Stefan Nason. Then you get Paul Cotter, Glendening, and Zach McEwen. Almost forgot. Zach got hurt early in this game. This game went through some ups and downs. It's an emotional roller coaster over here. First period. Did we have it? Oh, yeah, we had the one goal there in the first period by Mr. Connor Bedard. But Jesper Bratt showed a huge burst of speed and through the neutral zone, brings the puck in, gets a good move on, but no sale. Spencer Knight, damn, did he play good tonight. Spencer Knight, he almost kind of reminds me of like Mackenzie Blackwood, because remember how he was supposed to be the next thing down there in the Florida Panthers? And it didn't really happen. Was he on Arizona as well? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Either way. No, it was just Florida, right? Either way, he was supposed to be the next build. It wasn't working out. He was traded. Now all of a sudden, woo! New team, new home. Playing pretty damn good. So we got Nico and Bratt after that on a shorthanded breakaway. That's right, Devils on the PK. Nico, whiffed on the pass a little bit. You get Brendan Dillon. You son of a bitch. Standing up, Connor Bedard. Very reminiscent of, remember when Brendan Smith did that about 2 years back? When Connor Bedard just skated right into him and Brendan Smith just kind of like, flicked them away like a gnat. Brendan Dillon was going after Connor Bedard tonight. He was gonna hit him. And he did. Throughout the game. But then we get the Blackhawks. They get a 5-on-3. That's when they scored. Because Luke, he actually hooked Connor Bedard down. And you know what? Luke got beat by Connor once. And the rest of the game, Luke was eyeing him up. Did you see him in overtime? Luke was just like, nope, you are mine. You are not going anywhere that I'm not going. It's pretty wild. But so this time, though, Luke hooks him. So you get a penalty. And then Brendan Dillon took a reckless penalty, with this, like, just trying to be too physical, like leaving his skates. And, they called it boarding, but it was just, come on, dude, you're on the penalty kill. I don't know. He just lost his cool for a second, but it was an unnecessary hit that was obviously going to get called. So didn't like that because it put the Blackhawks on a 5-on-3, and that's when they scored. And I'm not sure what Jacob Markstrom was doing on this goal. The Swedish fish flop out of the tank. Because Marky was pretty far out of that crease. He came out and then he just couldn't stop. And then he was like, I'm going to keep going. And then I'm going to try and do my best Marty Brodeur impersonation. Stacking the pads. But when you're like, past the face-off dots, it's easy goal for the Blackhawks there. Connor Bedard puts it home, but PPG 1-0 Blackhawks, 18:35 of the first period. And then we move into the second. We got a good one from Jack Feeden. I think it was Cholowski actually went off the post on a delayed penalty call. So Devils go on the power play there. Both Jack and Nico got stopped on partial breakaways. Spencer Knight, holy hell, did he keep the Blackhawks in this game? Because when the second period, the Blackhawks played really great in the first, okay? Second period on, I think the Devils like outshot the Blackhawks 25-6 or 25-7, something like that. I got to look at the, let me look right now. Where's the shots on goal breakdown? Yeah. What's that? 23-8. The Blackhawks had 12 shots in the first period. They outshot the Devils 10-12. As soon as they got their power play, they had like 6 shots on the power play. No, I think it was 4. But that's when they turned it on. They outshot the Devils 12-10 in the first period. And then after that, Devils 14-3, 9-5, 4-0 in overtime. So either way, after those breaks, we get the first of the Hattie coming from Shimon Nemec. He ties it up And oh, baby, driving into the zone. What did I put here? I don't even know. I can't read my own handwriting. Driving into the zone. Oh, through Bedard. That's right. He got through Bedard. Bedard's check. And he puts the backhand home far side. Woo! Just sneaking it past. I think that one went under the blocker of Spencer Knight. Far side backhand, though. Woo! Nasty. And that stopped. Spencer Knight was on a shutout streak, by the way, and that broke it right there. Shimon Nemec gets his second goal in 2 games for the former second overall pick from the 2022 draft. Will he get 2 more goals this evening? Spoiler, he does. 1-1. And when did the Devils score that goal? 1945 of the second period. So again, we see the Devils coming through with a late goal. Happened last game as well. Trying to get that momentum going into the third period because they played really well in the second. But Spencer Knight was the difference. Just making a ton of saves. And right here, I got the note. Hawks, no shots in final 10 minutes of the second period. So there you go. Let's move into the third. And right away, the Blackhawks go back on top 2-1 with Landon Slaggert. I think he just got called up, gets a goal. That's not bad. A tip in. All right. You just got called up today. You get a goal. I don't like it. Slag, I got my eye on you. All right. But gets the tip in there past Markstrom. At 3:05, right there in the third period, and you're like, damn it. But you know this team is never out of it. But that was kind of a halt to the momentum that the Devils gained by that goal from Nemec right there at the end of the second. And gotta say, too, the Blackhawks played very well all night, like as a team. They did a good job, like plugging up the center, keeping the Devils to the outside, which we know can be a recipe for success against this team. But they did pretty good. So they get the tip there, Slaggert, 2-1. And then, oh, baby, by this boy, an Ancrew Brew. Dawson Mercer coming through with his 9th goal of the year already. DM from Jumpin' Jack Flash and Gritzuk at 10:13 of the third period, tying it up here. And man, Jack Hughes at this point seemed pretty determined out there that he was going to make something happen on the ice for the Devils in a positive sense. And he gets a great pass right on the tape to Dawson Mercer. Cross ice. Boom. Sweeps it home. Past Spencer Knight. Tucks it just inside the post. Devils tie it up 2-2, and it's a whole new hockey game. Halfway through the third period. But, Blackhawks strike back. They retaliate. And they get a goal to go up 3-2 only 3 minutes later at 13:34. Sam Lafferty gets his first of the year on a backhand, and you don't see this happen very often, let alone twice in one game. But look, Hughes got beat in the speed department as Lafferty gets around him. And then Jacob Markstrom went all Swedish fish again and started doing some more of the flops in front of the net. And Lafferty just kind of holds on to the puck, skates by him, and it's like, oh, backhand. And right at the back of the net. Not a good one. Not a good one. And then Markstrom seemed a little dinged up afterwards. Did anyone get a report on that? I got the post game on here, and I haven't even been looking at the TV to see if they had a report. Markstrom was slow to get up at that point. By the way, I almost forgot. We lost Zach McEwen and Cody Glass already in this game, too. So the injuries keep piling on up. We'll see what happens. But if anyone's got any reports on any of the injuries that occurred here, remember, 82 injuries in 82 games. Feel free to post them up in the chat. We'll get to them here in just a minute. So at this point now, the Devils are down 3-2, okay? And I got here, the Devils are out shooting the Hawks 22-6 since the start of the second period at that point in the game. Yet, the Blackhawks are winning 3-2. So they're really, capitalizing on their chances there. But then Jack Hughes once again says, "Oh no, I am going to make something happen." And Jumpin' Jack Flash comes dancing through the neutral zone, swinging those hips like he's Mick Jagger down one of those catwalk stages. Right into the zone, and he ends up drawing 3 Blackhawks to himself. You know what that's going to do? It's going to leave someone else wide friggin' open. We get Jack Hughes ripping a backhand pass across the seam to Stefan Nason, who we haven't heard very much from offensively since he's come back, from injury. But right here, Steph knows exactly what to do with it. So Jack gets that diagonal pass down and across. Steph puts it right back the other way. And there's Shimon Nemec down low, pinch it in, which, this guy right over here is, you doing that too much, Shimon? Obviously, I don't know what I'm talking about. Because he's in the perfect position to go down on one knee and get a doink from the pass off his head. He definitely didn't get all of it. Oh, no. Because it turned into a little knuckle puck flutterer that went right into the net. Excuse me, into the back of the net. Goal. Devils tie it up. 16-14 of the third period. Shimon Nemec gets his second goal of the game, coming from Nason, his first assist, and Jumpin' Jack Flash, his second assist of the game. 10th of the year. And if you even heard the sound it made, it was almost like it's almost like you were watching a golfer and you thought they were going to hit a driver, and they just do a little pitching wedge. Doink. Who cares, though? Back of the net. Put it up on the big board. It's all tied up. 3-3, Shimon Nemec. Again, the second overall pick in the 2022 draft has 2 goals in this game. And he's not done yet because the Devils go into overtime. And you know how lethal they are in overtime. And they have a couple of good chances. But it's Shimon Nemec one more time. And some of the players that made some mistakes earlier in the game, Luke Hughes, when he got beat by Connor Bedard on that first goal. Jacob Markstrom, who did the Swedish fish thing twice. And then, of course, Shimon Nemec, who has done nothing wrong here. But we get some line changes happening. And I think Luke passes it back to Jacob Markstrom. I think that's how it's going, because Luke has a secondary assist here. I didn't even see that as the game was happening. But Jacob Markstrom sees Shimon Nemec just sitting at the far blue line, completely uncovered, with both teams trying to do a change. And Jacob Markstrom, you went out there and totally redeemed yourself. And you put a pass right up to Shimon Nemec, who traveled into that zone. And man, puts a top shelf, far side shot past Spencer Knight for the hat trick and the overtime game winner. If anyone knows, they said this is the third time in the franchise history of the New Jersey Devils. So I think someone did it as a Colorado Rocky, I believe. But there are two Devils defensemen now that have hat tricks. I mean, I'm guessing it's got to be Stevens or Niedermeyer. Why did I not know? I feel like that's Niedermeyer.
I'm going to guess Rafalski, but I'm just guessing. Totally guessing.
Was it Rafalski? I was thinking Stevens in that 1 year when he came over before he turned into just pure defense. But I thought Niedermeyer. Whatever. We'll figure it out at some point. But Sam Woo's new favorite player, even though according to Sam, Logan Cooley might have had 4 goals. What? Sam Woo has officially taken the Shimon Nemec jersey off of the wait. There's a waiting list as well. We know the Palat jersey, and now it's being made. Well, there's a queue, of who we want, possibly moved off the team. So we have Sam on a waiting list, but we're removing. Now, I didn't put him there. Sam put him there himself. I will say that. But we're removing him from the Sam Woo jersey list. Shimon Nemec with the hat trick. Jacob Markstrom looking a little shaken up after that 1 goal. Looking fooled a couple times. Well, who's getting the last laugh? Someone's on the point sheet tonight. And that's our boy Markey. Devils win in OT, another thriller against the upstart Blackhawks, and they start off this road trip on the right foot. Shots on goal, we already talked about it, but we'll run it down one more time. For the Devils, 10, 14, 9, 4 in OT for a total of 37. Blackhawks, 12 that we talked about. They had that great first period, but then 3, 5, and the Jersey everything bagel with cream cheese and OT, a big fat 0. Can't win in that 3-on-3 if you don't shoot the puck. Face-offs, Devils had the edge here, 27-20. Devils were 0 for 1 on the power play. Blackhawks 1 for 3. Blackhawks are a very, very physical team. Got to give them credit for that. 28 hits to the Devils 19. So I think you could say they out-hit them tonight. Devils only 7 block shots, 16 giveaways, but on the opposite side, Blackhawks 20 giveaways. So in the end, the Devils come out on top 4-3. And this is a game that you want to see the Devils be able to, if they're going to be that team that makes a run in the Stanley Cup playoffs, these are the type of games that they need to be able to battle through and get W's. And they did tonight, Sam Woo. So I want to know what you think about it. I want to know what everyone on YouTube thinks about it. Instagram, Facebook, hit us up, say hello. This is where you are a part of the show. Serve, yeah, it's an inside joke about the Cooley thing. Don't worry. It's just that's just us having fun. You know us being sarcastic. That's all. It's Sam Woo being sarcastic in our group text.
I actually did say that when he scored that first goal. Oh, Logan Cooley would have 4. Like I didn't say that after 3 goals. I said it after the first goal.
Okay.
Just want to make sure that it's out there that, I'm not cheating with my, predictions. Can you hear me okay, Scotty? I switched to the...
Oh, I got you loud and clear now, buddy.
All right.
But yeah,
sir, it was a bad mic. See?
That's all good. It happens. Yeah. It happens.
All right.
Serve, yeah, those are all just jokes. We're just fooling around. That's what we say. We're just a bunch of dudes like sitting at a bar afterwards, having a beer, talking about the Devils game. That's what this podcast is all about.
You just took my spot. I wanted to tell Scotty who was the guy that had the hat trick.
Who was it? Go for it.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's back in Halloween night of 1986.
Really?
Yeah, Devil scrub defenseman Yuli Heimer.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Yuli Heimer.
And actually,
Roman, C-Mac was a center, or was he a wing? I know he was definitely a forward. But C-Mac wasn't a defenseman. Uli Heimer. Yeah, okay. Let's ask Danico and Chico about him. I bet you they know.
They'll be like, that scrub? I remember that night. No, I'm just reading HF boards from July 5th, 2005. Somebody posted, Devils scrub defenseman Yuli Heimer had a hat trick versus the Penguins around 1986 on Halloween night. Wow.
Did Dano have an assist on any of them?
Probably not. I don't know.
That would be something. Old Yuli Heimer gets a hat trick, and Dano gets a hat trick of assists on these goals. That would be something.
Wow,
that would really be something.
I'll do some more digging a little bit later.
Okay. Well, Sam Woo, how are you feeling after this game? Because man, there were parts where you were like, wow, these Blackhawks are playing really good against the Devils, and they're holding their own. And then you see parts where the Devils were breaking through, but Spencer Knight was just standing on his head. And it's like, oh, man, is it going to be one of those games where it's, they just ran into a hot goalie here to start out this road trip. But instead, they kept battling, and they found a way to win this game, man. I don't know. I was very impressed with it.
Yeah, I mean, look, there were some mistakes during the game. Number one, my biggest gripe, did the announcers do any more research than Jack Hughes and Connor Bedard? That's all they gushed about all night. But, I don't know if, like, TNT told them to gush about them. But it just is like, oh, Connor Bedard, great shot.
Well, I think that's their whole campaign now, is this new generation. So I think that's why they're trying to push Bedard and Celebrini and Jack and everything.
And they're probably looking through their paperwork. Who's Simon Nemec? Because all they did was study Jack Hughes and Connor Bedard. But all kidding aside, as a fan, I was calm because the Devils kept on digging. Like they just kept at it. They didn't give up. It's all about the body language, Scotty. All about the body language. The body language of Simon Nemec early on was he was confident after that last game when he had the game-tying goal. I mean, you can tell he's confident, and he's more. Because of that confidence, even his outlet passes are not shaky. They're like crisp. He knows he if he wants to put a puck there, he's going to put the puck there. I didn't see any laziness out of Nemec all night, pretty much. He wasn't watching plays. He was.
And you were looking. You were looking.
Oh, yeah. I looked for any little thing. But I saw Markstrom get harpooned, when he was flopping like a whale, like a fish.
Yeah. That was an interesting technique there. I haven't seen that one. But you did notice he did like the Marty, like pad stack move there, like at one point, like he was just anything he had like in his repertoire that he could throw out there. He's like, let me try this one, scorpion, he got pretty far out of the goal.
Yeah, I mean, he was practically at center ice, but honestly, just the Devils kept on pounding. I thought Mercer and Gritzik were really, again, on that first line. I thought they played a very, very good game first time, with Jack. That first line. I like to see more of them. I like that Gritzik had some more ice time up there.
Yeah. He's going to get it up there.
And Dawson Mercer getting a goal as well. I mean, that was, again, he is having a phenomenal start to his season, Dawson Mercer. And, again, we talked about this many times. Does he have potential of being a 30-goal scorer? We knew that early on in his career that he had that potential, but now he's starting to put everything together, Dawson Mercer, so that's good. Luke Hughes, I think there were some plays that I think he had back. I don't have anything specific, Scotty, but just, again, he needs to, I guess overall he had an okay game. Luke, I don't know how you felt.
I feel like this was a so-so game from him. Like I said, he got beat by Bedard. Then he...
But who hasn't, though? But who hasn't?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, but that's the thing, Luke, hey, buddy, like, you know how fast you are. Like, Bedard is just, you got to be on it, man, on the afterburners with him, And then the other play, I think it was the Lafferty goal, he went around Luke on that one as well. So that's why I say it's not often you see Luke get burned like that twice in one night. So I think he had himself a rough game. And also, I didn't even realize this, but he doesn't have a goal yet this year, right? So
who's that? Sorry, I'm looking at Max's
Luke.
tech. Luke? I don't think so. I don't think he does.
So for him, that might be, I don't know. That might be wearing on him a little bit at this point.
You want to know
17.
You want to know who assisted Yuli Eimer? I think that's
why not? Old Uli?
Yeah. On the first goal, it was a power play goal in the first period. 2 minutes and 34 seconds in. This is against Mario Lemieux's Pittsburgh Penguins. Pat Verbeek and John McLean.
Wow.
On the power play. All right.
Yep. That sounds like a big blast from the point.
Yeah. They came first period. Second period, another power play goal from Dave Pichet or Pichet. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And John McLean. So John McLean.
Johnny Mac.
Yeah, had two assists. And the last goal from Tim Higgins and the late Mel Bridgman.
Oh, wow.
Wow. But Mel Bridgman actually had a goal in that game.
Did he?
Yeah, as well.
Oh. Well. Nice little memory of Mel then.
Yeah. Thank you, Max.
Very good. Thank you, Max. Very nice. Let's see over here on the old chat. Mark agrees. Yeah, Dylan's hit was pretty stupid. And two, yes, I think they did say that about Dylan hit Bedard more than anyone else has hit him in a single game. Because usually Foligno's there to protect him. And I think Foligno did get Dylan maybe once later on, but yeah, it was pretty good. Wait a minute. So Robert Isaacson so Cody Glass broke his jaw? Is that what they said? Or are you guys just messing with me over here? Mike Rosenberg. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to look it up for you, Scotty.
Look it up. See what this is. All these jokers on this YouTube chat over here. with their ha-ha and funnies.
Are they making a Mike Tyson's Punch-Out reference? Like,
no.
Kind of like Glass Joe?
My chat only goes back so far. Like, it just starts, like, cutting off, so I don't know what was said right before that. Michael, hey, Nemec is king. Oops, now what? It just updated. Where was I? Nemec is king. Serve. Yeah, Markstrom kind of played a little weird tonight. Yeah.
Oh, no. Max said it was Brendan Smith that broke Bedard's jaw.
Oh, yeah. When Bedard just like skated directly into him. So what's going on? Did anyone know what's going on with Glass? Glass probably is going to need shoulder surgery. Max, what are you talking about? What's going on in this chat room tonight?
What is this? The ER?
What is this? Is that an E6 or an E3 or E5? What were those things? Those rumors?
I don't know, but I might have to look into this, Scotty. Let me look into this.
Max says, I think Markey lost an edge on the first goal. Yeah, right, maybe. I also need to remember. Let's see. Is Dawson still asking the guys to buy Felix? Well, no. Now he's what was it? Oh yeah, he's turned into Dawson shaken, not stirred. Mercer. Now that he's a top 6 man. You don't need to buy me a beer. Martini. Shaken, not stirred. Woo. Sam Woo.
So Simon Nemec has 11 points in 17 games played. Logan Cooley, 13 points in 16 games played. Simon Nemec getting a lot of his points in the last 2 games.
Well, he heard some guy named Sam Woo talking some smack about him.
Everyone says I'm low. Is my volume low?
And
or is everyone messing with me?
And a bunch of people putting him in trade proposals, and he's like, hey, whoa. I don't need to be part of no trade proposal. 11 points, Robert. It's up there, Ted, Evan. Max says it looks like the same injury. Glass needs some milk. For strong, healthy bones. Yeah, how do we get like both characters from Unbreakable on this team? You get Cody Glass as like Mr. Glass, and you get Dawson Mercer, who's like Bruce Willis, who's never missed a game. South Fork Yeti, Grits wins puck battles. Man, he looked good up on those top. You know what, Sam Woo?
What's that?
Tell me if you to me, Gritsuk, he looks like he belongs in the top 6 when he's out there. He's not afraid to take a shot. He's not afraid to, hey, he's made 2 great steals already from solid defensemen. Chris Letang being one of them. But he's a smart hockey player. Knows where to pick and choose. He's not the fastest kid or anything like that, but he knows where to pick and choose his spots. He didn't look out of place tonight in that top 6.
No, he did not. I thought he played very well. Very, very well.
Yeah. 4 checks, yeah. Agreed, South Fork Yeti. Agreed. Roman says Shimon looks like a $9 million player. Uh-oh. Another one. Gritzuk wins the puck battles. Oh, there you go. Mark Schwab right there. Nemec and Luke both played 26 minutes. Man, they have been playing a lot. A lot, Sam Woo. I mean, the whole right side is down right now, but I mean, that's a lot of ice time. Can't get Dougie and Pesci back soon enough.
Agreed.
Because it's been... I mean, it'll eventually catch up to us. I mean, it'll have to. It's just the way things are. So let's hope, because they if you didn't hear, I think they're breaking up this road trip. So then they go to Washington next. Then I think they're going home after that before heading down to Florida. So look for the possibility of Dougie and Connor Brown possibly joining the team when they get down for the twofer in Florida with the Panthers and the Lightning. Bedard. Selecta. Yeah, no, they were hyping him up a lot, obviously. But the kid's he's gonna be fun to watch. Glad he's in the Western Conference. Can we get Uli Heimer on the podcast? We should.
We should. Max texted me that Chico was in net for that hat trick, and Chico actually had a penalty. Chico had a penalty. Yeah, Chico had a penalty for roughing in that game.
Chico got a we got to.
Oh, I want Chico on now. I almost want to text him.
Ask him about this. Oh yeah. Oh, we got to do like a whole special on this on Uli.
Yeah.
Uli versus Chico. Oh man, that's great.
I'm sure Chico has stories like, "Oh, I saw him in Norway the other day."
Yeah, right. Jeff C. What is this? Oh, Barry Beck was the other one on the Colorado Rockies. Okay. That's our 3. Yeah, Jeff, I thought it would be Niedermeyer as well. That would be that. I mean, that's usually like your first go-to. Rafalski's a good one as well. Stevens that 1 year. Trying to think of who else had those big goal totals defenseman wise. Andy Green never got really like that much. Yeah, it's just Niedermeyer, man. Just immediately, it's like it's got to be him. But lo and behold, old Uwe Heimer coming through with the Hattie. And then there was Shimon Nemec. Remember? Come on, Samuel. You remember?
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that he got a hat trick, because the other two, Uli happens to be a scrub defenseman back in 1986, according to that post in the HF boards. And was a Barry Beck, like who the heck was he?
Well, I just want to say it's very reminiscent of when Lloyd drove the wrong way.
I've done that once.
Expected the rockier mountains to be a little bit more rockier than this. Then he got the little motorbike, right? And he totally redeemed himself. Well, Shimon Nemec has made some mistakes early in the season, but tonight, with the hat trick, I think you might say he went out there and totally redeemed himself, Sam Woo. Huh?
Totally.
Oh, man. Art Heaton says, Grits, Timo, Nico need to start converting on chances. They will. Don't worry. They'll be okay. And yeah, all right, and St. Pollock right there. I didn't see that from Mike. Our 17th game, and number 17 gets himself a hat trick. Gretzky loves the Devils now. Smiling about Nemec. I'll have to check that out. Well, Sam Woo, this was a great victory for this team. We know so far this year they've kind of been, they've been 50-50 on the road. They're 4-4. So, boo! Woo!
Big super chat from Mark out in Switzerland.
Man.
Shout out to
Nemec.
Nemec.
There you go. That was a big win. Just hope Marky is all right. We got to see what goes on there. This team and injuries seem to go hand in hand for some reason. But let's hope the best for Zach, Cody, and Jake. It's a good thing we got that other Jake, the Snake. Much to the chagrin of every Las Vegas Girl Scout out there. Sam Woo, enemy number one of the Vegas Girl Scouts.
I know.
Don't sell him any Thin Mints. Or peanut butter cookies. I don't know. What are the other ones called? I just remember the peanut butter cookies. I was always like, whenever someone's like, hey, my daughter is in the Girl Scouts. You want to buy them? I'm like, yeah, whatever. They give the peanut butter ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I usually eat those boxes within like 2 minutes. It's horrible.
Oh, man. Felix was at the Halloween game. Oh, Ted is already calling for closing thoughts. Okay. I guess we should wrap it up then. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out here on the late night. If you're over there in New Jersey, where the winning New Jersey Devils reside. Yeah, we got a late Devils After Dark going on here, and we'll be back again on Saturday. Well, now wait a minute, hang on. Will there be a fresh episode of the country's hottest new morning podcast show? Get all your hockey and so much more with Sam by God Woo on the Morning Woo. Will there be a new Morning Woo tomorrow morning?
You mean in the next few hours? Yes.
In the next few hours. Oh,
39
yes?
straight. 39 straight.
Wow.
On a streak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a zoo in the morning. I roll out of bed and I just do the podcast.
Now, does Mrs. Woo provide any sort of, sound effects or background? Is she any characters on the Morning Woo? Because remember, it happens at 4 a.m. in the morning for me over here, so I don't get to check out the Morning Woo as often as I was like. Maybe she can, maybe she becomes a character on the Morning Woo.
No, she's usually the foot that kicks me. You got to do the Morning Woo and then kicks me out of bed. She's like an alarm clock, a physical alarm clock.
She's the producer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That works.
It's 6:15. Aren't you going to do the podcast? I'm tired. You always say that you're tired. And then she nudges me.
Okay.
Kicks me out of bed.
Okay. Well, Morning Woo in a couple hours with this gentleman right here, Sam Woo. Make sure you check it out. And we'll be back on Saturday. We got a Saturday night game here. Normal start time now. Capitals and Devils down there in D.C. 7 p.m. Eastern time. The puck drops. You got Game Day Live going on for the pre-skate action right here with Vinny Parisi and Sam Woo. Maybe Beer Baron might be stopped by. If he can figure out how to open up his laptop. We know sometimes it's confusing for Beer Baron to just get that laptop open. You want to just open it up. And then Sam Woo literally remotely turns it on and does everything else for him. But sometimes we just can't get that laptop open.
You know what happened today? he the new Max, I guess he forgot the adapter, the dongle at work, and then Beer Baron calls me and he's like, Sam, I screwed up 3 times this week. I overslept Sunday's podcast. I didn't do Hot Pot. And now I don't even have a dongle for the laptop. And I'm thinking to myself, does Nikki have to set up your computer for you?
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. If you only knew out there behind the scenes.
Oh, behind the scenes. He's all calling me he's texting me in a panic, like during a State of the Fan address.
I don't got a mic.
Then I get the call. Oh, what do I do? I'm so sorry.
But we love him. He's our beer.
Yeah.
And you might check him out. Might hear from him on Game Day Live Saturday for this Capitals game, and then of course we'll be talking about it afterwards, right here, Devils After Dark on the Let's Go Devils Podcast Network. Big win for this team, Sam Woo.
Yes, big win. And the morning woo tomorrow, whenever I get up in the morning, roll out of bed, but it's probably going to be around 6:45, 7 a.m. Eastern. I'll probably take a shower prior. All right, so Devils win 4-3 in overtime. Shimon, last second, Nemec scoring 3 goals, the Hattie, tonight. And enjoy this one. Just enjoy this one. I like being wrong, Scotty, about players that we draft. But just remember, it all changed for Shimon or Simon. I'll call him Simon. It all changed for Simon when he realized with the coaches, I got to do better. And he worked on it second half of last season, and then scoring that game-winning goal where you and I were sitting in the rich people section against Carolina in the playoffs. And then they gave him a path. They set him the direction, what to do over the offseason. He's come through. And you got to give the kid a lot of credit. And he is very confident right now. Very confident. So. But as what Max says, but Sam Woo is never wrong, and that's right. We talked about that on the Morning Woo. Morning Woo tomorrow, around 7 a.m. Eastern. This is Devils After Dark. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you to all those tuning in at 1:23 a.m. Eastern. Till next time, let's go Devils.